I would ask that y'all keep y'all mics muted and hold any questions to the end. So without further ado, I would like to present to you Ambassador Deborah Taylor. She is a ring earner, a wife, a mother, a grandmother, and she's just been killing this business for the last 4 years. So without further ado, Coach D, are you ready?
Yes, I am. How you doing tonight, director? Yay! We are
I
so
am
excited
good.
tonight that we have now. Sasha Baby is the director, fastly approaching 1 star. She's already 1 star on one of her legs. So we are super excited about that. She's a mother of 3. She's a wife of uh, one of our newest members, and we love husband and wives coming together to do this business. So we're excited. And then I also want to say congratulations to one of my bestest business friends, Jennifer Davis, and her family has put her on the map. And so now she is a 2-star director in this business, who's a woman who only came in to travel. She only came in to travel. So again, if you are a guest, we ask you to keep your lines muted, put your information as who invited you inside of the chat, along with your name and who invited you, so that we can recognize you. If you have any questions, we want to make sure that you get your questions answered tonight. We want to make sure that you absolutely do that. Sheila, mute your mic. Get your questions answered tonight. And to our guests, we are always excited about you being here. And we know that you stay to the end. You're going to get 100% of the information. Just 100, I'm telling you, 100% of information. And then we have a lot of new stuff. We just launched a brand new back office that is absolutely beautiful. If we have time, I will show you maybe a piece of it. So we will definitely be doing that tonight, because I'm so proud of this new back office. I don't know what to do. I had to call my brother David and was like, whoa, you did your thing this time. So I'm excited about that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this film. Again, I want Jennifer to just stay on cue, because you're going to come on after the film and just talk about the whole aspect of family travel. So tonight, the theme is going to be family travel. The thing is going to be very important that you get a heads up and you listen, because we want to definitely show you how to be able to do that.
I've always worked hard. I've always wanted to produce. I've always wanted to take care of my family. I've always been a guy willing to put in the hours. I think most people are like me. But I remember my grandfather, a very successful entrepreneur and businessman, he came to me one day and he said, David, you got to learn to shut down. You got to learn to get away. You have to focus on family and have experiences in your life. If you don't, you're going to leave an empty life. You know, I took my grandfather's advice to heart. So I began to experience and travel, and it was amazing. I remember inviting people to do the same and have more experiences out of life, but for a variety of reasons they couldn't. And I thought it shouldn't be this way. You know, my grandfather was right. People need to get away. People need to experience more. So I decided to solve this problem. That's why I started Travorium, a company that could help anyone realize the dream to see the world.
Welcome to Travorium, a radical new concept in travel. Our membership allows almost anyone from any walk of life an opportunity to see the world. Travorium brings people together, leveraging the numbers of travelers for incredible rates. Every month, we award our members travel points that can be used in our world tours and getaways. You choose the path, you gain the benefits, and you tour the world. With our Travorium Getaway platform, you can use your points to buy down the rate at over 2,000 resorts across the globe for your individual trip preference. With our premium membership, you can book these stays for a week long in a 1-bedroom suite for as little as $1 per night after points applied. But our travel points also give you access to life-changing experiences with our World Tours platform. Every year, our team of experts plan multiple world tours to some of the most sought-after locations on the globe, where we plan activities, parties, self-development trainings, and dinners exclusively for our members. Most people can't spend the time, money, or effort in putting together a trip of this magnitude. And the best part is that our world tours bring together like-minded people from all across the globe, allowing you to meet, learn, bond, relax, explore, laugh, and enjoy life with other members of the Trivorium family. Each trip creates an incredible experience that cannot be purchased online, memories that will last for a lifetime, and friendships that can transcend continents. It will leave you counting down the moments to the next one. Our membership also gives you access to our private booking engine, where you can save up to 50% on hotels, cruises, resorts, rental cars, and activities. And if traveling and seeing the world sounds exciting, we also invite you to partner with us. You can earn an income doing what you love, allowing you to turn passion into profit and adventure into a way of life.
All right. Well, good evening, and welcome to our Wealthy Wednesday. I want to go ahead and introduce this young lady that she can share, and her family's on here. And today she became a 2-star director with this company. Her original vision was just to travel, and it has grew from there. So I want to introduce to some and present to other 2-star director. Oh, I love how that rolls off my tongue. 2-star director Jennifer.
Well, hello everyone. And I want to say, first of all, thank everyone who's given me shout outs today saying congratulations. I have to definitely thank my family for where I am. There are some other people, few people outside of my family that's helped me to get where I am today, but I definitely have to give it to my family. I definitely have to give it to Deborah for not giving up on me when I kept telling her, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. But as far as travel goes, as far as my team, which is Family Affair Travel, like Deborah said, I was already traveling a lot, handling 2 organizations that I had started years ago, and coming across her on Facebook, helping me to start saving money on that traveling that I was doing anyway, was just an awesome find for me, because I had to do it anyway, but I wanted to save money while doing it. And then as I continued to do that, I also knew that my family and I was traveling together a little bit. We were taking our own individual family trips, and we would come together once a year. But most often, everybody who needed to be there or who we wanted to be there couldn't be there because they couldn't afford it. Some of us couldn't afford it at that particular time. Schedules didn't work or whatever. So at that point, I started reaching out to my family.
My mama done made 2-star director. She went off. Am I on mute?
Okay, I had to unmute myself. So I reached out first, brought my children together, my 5 adult children together, and showed them the presentation and immediately got them in the business. Well, actually, I didn't even immediately get them in the business. That was in November because it was Thanksgiving. I did not put them in the business until February and March, which was their birthdays. Bad move on my part. But the thing is that since then, I know more now than I did then. So I have awesome strategies that I can share with others on how to make this happen, how to make it happen quickly, and how to make it happen for your family. So once I brought my 5 children in, then I reached out to my sisters. They joined. I knew that my sisters had adult children and adult grandchildren. So then they brought in their children and their adult grandchildren. And from there, we just kept growing, kept going. And each one just started then reaching out, especially my niece Alicia. She's of an age that's closer to some of my other nieces and nephews. So she had more of a connection with them than them listening to their old auntie, right? So Alicia started bringing people in, and then she started reaching out to her friends, as well as the other members of my family, Marilyn, my sisters, Linda and Jean. And that's how we've grown our team to 25 members just of our immediate family. And what that does for us, what that gives us the ability to do is for everybody in our immediate family to be able to travel together, you know, without it being a financial burden on anyone, on any of us. So we started this group within the Travorium umbrella last year in Dubai, where we took 12 people. Those 12 people cost us less than or right at $500 for lodging, not including our plane tickets. And then after that, we turned it around this year. We took it to Punta Cana, and we took 23 people. Well, 23 people booked. I think 19 of us end up making it. And that cost us, is actually less than $3,000, because with the level that many of us are, we are being paid daily by Travorium, and we was able to use that daily pay to pay for our trip to Punta Cana. So it actually ended up costing us around $2,500 for all 23 of us to pay for our lodging, all inclusive lodging. And you know, that's just, that psyched us up so much that now we're preparing to all go to Spain together for my birthday in November. And I'm so happy about that, that they're going to be with me for my birthday. So far, we've booked 6 rooms in Spain in November. And last I looked on the site, there are a few rooms left. So anybody else want to come celebrate my birthday with me, 1st of November? You got $39? Go book it. Let's go. Thank you, Deborah.
Is it only $39?
$39
a day?
$39 for the whole week. and then it's breakfast and dinner included. So we've all made an agreement that we're going to fast for lunch. So we're not buying any food.
Y'all probably need to fast for lunch. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, Jennifer. Again, we are excited about your rank up today and your vision for your family. Does any of the other family members want to say anything before we go to our presentation? I don't know if Alicia, I see Linda, but anybody else want to say anything about this vision? Okay. All right. Alicia must be working. All right. Well, again, we want to say welcome to our guests. We definitely want you to sit back, relax, and just listen to this information. We definitely want you to write down your questions and get all your questions answered. Some of this information I'm going to go through very, very quickly. So again, make sure that you keep your mics muted. If you got a lot of background in your living room or in your kitchen, if you're eating, cut your camera off for right now. And make sure you put your name inside of the chat along with who invited you, because you never know what may happen at the end. All right, so let's get started. This is Travorium. Travorium is a better life company that requires a better way. My name is Ambassador Deborah Taylor. Most people call me Coach D, Pastor D, all kinds of different names. But at the end of the day, just don't call me out of my name. Call me whatever you choose to call me. I am an ambassador. I also am the newest U.S. six-figure earner. There will be a new one any day now by the name of Ryan Vanderpool. I have a BMW, a 2021 that I earned during the pandemic of 2020 that Travorium pays for every month on the 15th. I also have 2 customized rings, diamond rings that the company, I have the Pioneer ring as well as the newest ring. I'm a part of the 1500 Club, and I have the Leadership and Rising Star Awards. But when I first came into this business, I just came in to travel, nothing more, nothing less. This is one of my business partners. We share the platform on Sunday night. His name is Pastor Mel Keys, and that's his beautiful wife. And he's actually a 3-star director in San Antonio, Texas. This is David and Adela Hart. They're world-class entrepreneurs. They have combined experience of over 30 years in both traditional and direct sales. Why is that important? Because he's been around, he's only in his 50s, so he's been doing these kind of businesses for a long time. He was an entrepreneur finalist in Inc. magazine. He's a very passionate, caring, and committed person. The business was established in 2013. Our business actually grew from 41 countries to over 60 countries, because we're way over 62 during the pandemic. So we added, 21 countries during the pandemic. We've had a 400% annual growth, and he has given millions paid in commission. His corporate office is in Temecula, California. So if you had all the time and the money in the world, what would you do? We asked 100 people, and 99 of them say travel. Travel is the most search word during the hours of 8 and 5:30, when people are supposed to be working. They're trying to figure out where they want to go, or fantasizing where they want to go, but because they can't afford it, or they don't have enough vacation time. So would you like to save money? That is a question. That's a question that we're asking all of the guests. Would you like to save money? If you want to save money every time you travel, this is the place for you to come. This is the place for you to come. Today, I was invited to a private lunch. They all had it at Red Lobster today here in Memphis. It was a travel lunch, and it was this company. They were inviting people to come out. You got a free plane ticket if you came, and I was very nosy. So I decided, let me go check them out. Their smallest package to do, and their packages for their vacations was much higher than ours. They wanted almost $6,000, y'all. $6,000. And when you see what you could get into this business for, I was livid. And one of the platforms that they have, but they're charging for it. Most people dream of vacations, time with loved ones, and seeing the world and living life on their own terms. This is all about family. It's about spending time with your loved ones. I got the opportunity to do that. My husband passed away a year ago, but we had a wonderful time with our children, with our grandchildren, and our great-granddaughter. We are part of the social sharing economy: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google. I mean, everybody shops online. People buy groceries online, all kinds of things. And so a lot of things are did online. That's exactly how I built my business. I built my business through Facebook. As you heard, Jennifer saw me on Facebook. Even though my children say Facebook is old fashioned. So if you are a millennial, then you use Snapchat, Instagram, or whatever you choose to use. You have the NFL, you have the music industry, you have the video gaming industry, you have the natural food industry, you have the social sharing industry, and all of those billions of dollars do not add up to the $8.2 trillion business that travel is. Travel is pegged to go to $12.2 trillion in 2024, even before the pandemic. So it's probably going to be way higher because the airports are just packed. We participate in 3 of the largest industries in the world. We participate in travel, where we save money on vacations and getaways, direct sales, making a residual income. A lot of us that get the residual income now use that money, especially in the very beginning, either to pay off bills or take vacations. And we're part of what we call network marketing. We connect people and places. We connect people and places. Travorium save up to 70% on travel. We earn travel, we earn travel points for free. We actually get paid to travel. This is the team legacy team, and we are actually in Montego Bay on one of the world tours. It was over 60 of us, and we had an amazing time. It was my birthday. A two-star director of Squad Up, Thomas Flowers, Reverend Judy, who's also a part of that team. Adrian. It was all our birthdays, and we had a ball at the Montego Bay. There are 3 ways to make more money. 1, save money, make money, and grow money. And we want to show you how to master all 3. So we know that travel is the #1 industry in the world. It is #1. I was looking at what we make just in where I live in Memphis. Travel is over $55 million a year just in Memphis. The travel industry with revenues over $8.2 trillion since 2017. You got Priceline and Expedia. So a lot of you, I know you go and you get your travel through Expedia and Priceline, or Booking.com, Kayak. But all of these companies are owned by the same people. Even Trivorium has, Expedia has bought the booking engine Vrbo. We at Trivorium are redefining the way that the travel industry does business. We want to show you a new way of being able to save money in this business. So membership savings with no markups, all net pricing, activities, cruises, dining, entertainment, rent-a-cars. I just saved a whole bunch of money. I had to keep a car for 3 weeks, and budget one is $700 something in Chicago for that car. And I went to my back office and I got it with tax a little over $300. Resort, shows, and hotels. We have 3 travel platforms. We have Getaways, World Tours, and TravelNet booking site. We actually have 2 more platforms where you can look at your travel. Travel points. You have the Dreamcation platform. Your members create 1 point for every $1. The initial enrollment earns you 1 point for every $1. Monthly fees earn 2 points on every $1. Over 2,000 resorts all over the world. These are personal trips for up to 8 days, 7 nights with rates starting as low as $0. We have group travel with like-minded people with up to 70% retail and curated experiences that include fun and special perks. We have 2 ways of earning travel points. So you become a platinum. When you enroll, you get $250. I call them travel dollars. They call them points. Then you platinum, you get another $250 travel points. And so in the first 90 days, you get over 500 points in the first 30 days. Then once you share this business with 3 people, you earn free travel points because you don't pay for them. The company will pay your monthly subscription, whichever package you choose, they will pay your monthly subscription and your site actually becomes free. So you refer 3 of your friends, your business is free. But on our team, if we say you pay 4, then pay no more. In other words, you always want to keep an extra person because if that's all you're going to do, because you want to make sure that your site don't go down. And then you can enjoy beautiful vacations for under $100 for a week and create memories that will last a lifetime. We have world tours and getaways. You decide on your world tour, your getaway, you apply your travel points, and you earn your trips and you have fun. So this is Cancun. This is actually in our retail site. You have a comparison between Expedia and Trivorium, and the savings was $649. This is San Diego, Priceline and Trivorium, $641.12. This is actually Orlando. We have over 40 resorts, but we probably have more than that now because our website and our back office was actually rebuilt on yesterday and reactivated. So it's just a little different. But this is a 1-bedroom suite, 8 days, 7 nights. We have, again, 40 resorts in Disney World. And a platinum paid $0 after they paid their taxes and points, and the titanium paid $18.43 per night. So this is our 1-star director, Regina Johnson, and her family. Each of these adults had their own travel package, and so this is another family that actually had their own rooms. They took their children and they traveled. This is the Canary Islands in Spain. I never really wanted to go to Spain until I saw this. This is absolutely beautiful. Platinum is 0 after you pay your taxes and points, and titanium is $14.14. This is Zanzibar. That's actually in Africa for those of you who do not know that. 5 days, 4 night, breakfast and dinner included. Retail price $13.99. That's our price. If you go online, you're gonna find it for much higher. $4.99 for platinum and $6.99 for titanium. This is Phuket, Thailand. One of our 2-star directors, Thomas, just went to Phuket. 7 days, 6 nights, $1, $849 and $99 for the 7 days, 6 nights with taxes and points applied. This is New Orleans. A lot of us just came back from New Orleans, 5 days, 4 nights with breakfast included. The breakfast by itself was $30 per person. So you got 2 breakfasts, which was $60. We paid $3.99 as a platinum. But what we did, we really didn't pay anything because we got 2 tickets to the conference that was happening on Saturday. That was $125. So you deduct that. And then that left $149. But remember, we got breakfast, and breakfast was $60 for 2 people per day times 5 days. So there's over 100 world tours. So you got all of these different world tours: the Neverland, Spain, Las Vegas, California, Miami, Phuket, Italy, Athens, Greece. Our 3-star director, Dr. Phyllis Terry, actually has a group in Athens, Greece right now as we speak, and Mata, Dominican Republic. So Dreamcation, anyone, anywhere, on any budget, you get 2 points for every dollar that you spend, so you never lose money. That makes the retention very, very high in this company. So I'm going to briefly breeze through some of these. This is New York, Door Fashion Week, 5 days, 4 nights, $539. This is Spain, all inclusive, all your drinks, all your foods. And one of our members, she always says, one of our 1-star directors, she said, I'm going to be going places I can't even pronounce. And so I can't pronounce that name, but it's in Spain, y'all. Look at the room. This is Austria, a 5-star resort. Upper room, breakfast included, $359. And all these are world tours that include 2 people. This is Colombia, $1. We just had 13 people go to a birthday party, which 2-star director Thomas had in Colombia. This is Jamaica. This is actually where we went last year. But they also had it this year, but we did 6 days, 5 nights. And me and Pastor Mel, I used to love to have breakfast right up here because you can see the ocean and the swimming pool. It's like 2 swimming pools. It is just beautiful. It's called the Lady Hamilton. This is Milan, Spain, $399. Florida, look at this room in Florida, y'all. You got to throw a good party for $399 with 2 points, 5 days and 4 nights. Budapest, I got a friend that want to go to Budapest, but she says she needs a new fur coat, $169 because it's cold during the time that they're going. San Francisco, $299. Resort fees waived. A lot of cities like San Francisco, Miami, Las Vegas, a lot of the resort towns have resort fees. Tenerife, Spain, breakfast and dinner included, 4-star resort, 5 days, 4 nights, $99 with a room with a balcony and a sea view. Puerto Vallarta, some of Jennifer's twins actually went here, they went to Cozumel, but there's a group that is actually left today that's actually going to Puerto Vallarta, all inclusive, all your food, all your drinks, 5 days, 4 nights, as low as $40. Las Vegas, I've actually stayed in this resort. This room right here can cost you over $300 a night. You can stay here 5 days and 4 nights for $399. This is Morocco, $329. Cozumel, $38 a person. This is Dubai. We actually had a group that actually went to Dubai in April, and they spent $1, right? And then we have a week for $49 with your points included. And then we have a week for $129 with your points included. This is the trip that the Davis family took. They were scheduled for 23 of them to go. 19 of them went, and they had a absolute ball on this trip in Punta Cana for 6 days and 5 nights. This is an all-inclusive, this is an all breakfast included resort. This is actually outside of Sicily, 68 miles, $349, and it's adults only. Paris, France. I'm actually leaving for Paris, France on Monday, and we'll be staying at this particular resort. And then me and some of my friends and my pastor, my apostle, and his wife and some of their friends, we will all be leaving, going to Paris, and a bunch of members. And then once I leave Paris, I am actually going to Venice with some of my friends. Again, this is Athens, Greece. They paid $299. You need to go see this room. It's actually on my page. I actually shared it as well. But Dr. Phyllis is there right now with a group. And this is actually where we're going, Venice. Now, I didn't know Venice. I had to catch a boat to the actual hotel. So y'all pray for me. Pray for me. So you said, how much do I have to pay? We no longer have this package, so we're just going to scratch this out. I got to change the slide. Whoops. And so we have the titanium. You get access to the world tours. We now have a silver package, but you don't get access to the world tours. You only get the booking platform. So with the titanium, you get access to the world tours. You get tier 2 pricing for the world tours. You get the wholesale site for hotels, resorts, rent-a-cars, cruises, and activities. You get even more travel. You get even more travel points. And it's $129.95. And then you're going to add your partnership fee, because you definitely want to be able to get your 3 and free. And then it will be $69.95 a month. That doubles to 140 points every month. Then you want to get platinum. Platinum, everybody, lots of us have platinum. It's $249.95 or $299.90 to start. And then you get everything in the platinum and the titanium, but your tier 1 pricing and your world tours is much higher. It's the difference between paying $0 a night plus $14 a night and your getaways, and even more travel points with deeper discounts on your getaway. Do I have to keep paying my monthly subscription? That monthly subscription is $69.95 at a $125, and the answer is no. So you want to join because the partnership is going up to $99. Right now they have a sale on it for $49.95. And you definitely want to do that and get in right away. I'm going to briefly breeze through this 10X compensation plan. This is for anyone who wants to make a little change. If you want to make a little money, then that's fine. If you don't, that's left up to you. You don't have to. We ain't making you. We will not pull your leg to make any money. Like I said, when I first came in, all I wanted to do was travel. But I quickly made a decision that if I could get the $1,500 a month, that would be good for me. This information is for illustration purpose only and has no guarantee of income. So hello, I'm launching a business. This is not one of those things. This ain't no Ponzi scheme. This ain't none of that. This is a 1099 business. It qualifies for stimulus money, and the IRS, you get a form and we get 400 and something tax deductions. So it is a legitimate business if you choose to do that. If you share this with 3 people, you're going to earn free travel points. You refer 3 friends, family members, or anyone, and once you do that, your site is going to go free. It's like the ripple effect. So at first, this was me. It was just me. It's just little bitty me by myself in Memphis, right? And I started sharing, social media, telling people, and it just grew and grew and grew. And I believe we over 550 on this team as of yesterday. So if you earn more than you can earn more than you're spending, you can actually go free. So once you join, and you get a minimum of 3 sales. If you're titanium, you have to have what we call CSV and 150. And if you are platinum, you have to have 240. Every time a person joins as a platinum, you get 80 CSV. 80 times 3 is 240. Then you can become a one-star director. One-star directors make between $400 to $700 a month when they become a one-star director. When you become a two-star director, you make it between $1,500 to $2,500 a month, and you actually get this beautiful ring. You have given yourself now $18,000 to $30,000 annually raise with the different, depending on the different bonuses that you get. Then once you become a three-star director, you make it $70 a day, $2,500 to $3,300 a month. I know people that have been working all their life and don't even make $40,000 a year. We also, we at one time we qualified as of June. They changed this. We all qualified once you got the three-star director for a car. I qualified in June of 2020. I got my car in August of 2021. And again, the company pays for my brand new BMW. I'm going to skip this. And then once you become a four-star director, you're making $100, $4,000 to $5,000 a month, $50,000 to $60,000 annually. And once you become an ambassador, you're making $140 a day, $75,000 to $9,100 a month, $90,000 to $110,000, and that's not including your bonuses. That's not including the car bonus, which we could now call a lifestyle bonus. That's not including any of that. And so, as if you're looking to make an income, this company is wide open. We only have one four-star ambassador. We have several one-star ambassadors, and we have a couple of two-star ambassadors in France. So this company is wide open, and you can make over $1 million annually. I know that the four-star ambassador actually made over $1 million annually. These are some of our newest six-figure earners in the company this year. As you can see, most of them are women, but we do have some men. And again, we have one that is getting ready to go over in the United States if he hasn't already done it. So ambassadors get profit sharing. We also get an annual vacation. We're actually going to Dubai this year. You get the Louis Vuitton experience. I just found out that you get a black card with $2,000 on it. And then Miss Adela, she buys you a shawl that's worth $700. And so it's definitely an experience. If you are a male and you have a wife, your wife actually gets the experience if you go ambassador. And they have a private limousine, that bus that come pick you up. You get a personal shopper, and it's the largest store in Paris. This is main headquarters. These are just examples of the trips. And then once you become a three-star ambassador, you're going to get this diamond encrusted watch worth $8,000. Travorium is a better life company. It requires a better way. We travel the world, but we travel different. And that's what we want to do. We want to teach people how to travel the world different. We want to teach people how to travel the world different and be able to spend time with their loved ones, time with their family members, time with their friends. And that is my presentation for tonight. Are there any questions? I'm sorry, I had a little bit of surgery today, so my voice is kind of been out and raspy. So I'm going to have some of the somebody to kind of take over for me for a few minutes. Just ask for questions.
All right. Great presentation, Coach G. Thank you for that. So at this time, you can unmute your mic and ask any questions that you may have. Or if you don't want to unmute your mic, you can put them in the chat and we'll be sure to answer it.
Hey, Sasha, this is Philip Chase. I am on Tanya Evans and Pastor Mel's team.
Hi, Philip. How are you?
I'm doing well. I just want to let y'all know I booked Chantilly, France today for $1. For all y'all that think it's crazy or it ain't real, or these people are just trying to get you to sign up for something that you don't really want, I'm telling you that even when I had an issue going to Dubai and got my Dubai trip back that I paid $1 for. And I'm going to use that later on in the year, but I signed Chantilly, France for $1 today. So all y'all that think it's fake or some kind of scam or some kind of pyramid scheme, it's not. It's not. Join, if whoever invited you must have cared enough about you to say, hey, save some money, travel, and save money traveling. It's something you're going to do anyway. And I'm telling you, anybody else in here that can get the Hyatt Regency for $1, and for 5 days, I'll pay the difference. Whatever the difference is, if you can find it anywhere, Expedia, Priceline, anywhere, and you find it for $50, I'll pay it. But if not, you got to join. That's my dare to anybody.
Well, all right. Thank you, Phil. So at this time, I'm not seeing any questions in the chat. Um, I like it, but I need to talk to my spouse or move some money around. And then that C person who says, you know what, this isn't for me, but I know someone who be well, go ahead and send them our way. And if you're A, B, or C, feel free to add or get back to the person that invited you. Rosita, I see your hand raised. Do you have
Yes,
something to say?
Sasha. Congratulations to
All
you.
right.
And I
Well,
just
thank
wanted
you.
to
Thank
let you
you.
know that I am in Puerto Vallarta on our world tour. The property is very nice. I've got come out my room and I look down the hall and I see nothing but the ocean. I see the family pool. It is beautiful. Got this on the world tour, and Mr. Hart had put it out there originally for $3.99 for two people, and he marked it down where we came for $2.99 per $2.99 for two. So it is an awesome deal being a part of Trevorium, and you just have to get out and see the world. It is a way that you can see the world on pennies on the dollar. And if you have children, I just implore you to become a part of this program. It allows your children to see what the world has to offer. Because if you like me, when I was growing up, vacation was going to grandma's house. Every other year, my dad would maybe take the family to Washington, D.C. or to Disney or something. But for the most part, vacation was going to grandma's house every year. This allows you to do something different. And I guarantee you, your children will be so glad that you did it. I'm sure they will. That's what I wanted to say.
Well, thank you. I have to agree. Growing up, I didn't get the opportunity to travel at all with my parents. I knew when I started to have kids, I wanted something different. And because of Trevorium, I've been able to travel more. I've actually been somewhere than I ever traveled. So yes, it is definitely real and it's affordable and you can travel on just any day. So again, I will say, are there any questions? Oh, we have one in the chat. It says, can you be in any country and apply for the travel membership?
It depends on the country, Steve. So if you would tell us what country you are, there are multiple countries. Some countries you can actually be a part of the travel membership. Some countries you have to actually sign up with Bitcoin, but you still can be part of the travel membership. And some countries you cannot. So it just depends on the country. What country are you in? Steve, is that Steve Phillips? Or do
Hey,
you know
hello.
someone?
Can you hear me?
Okay,
Yes, I
sorry,
can.
I'm
Thank you.
learning
That's
how
okay.
to use this. No, I was just saying, like, say if I am traveling to Dubai or something, and I decide, I want to refer somebody, would they be able to sign up or,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. So we have a whole
Okay.
list of countries. Matter of fact, we have one of our largest teams. I think they set up a mini office in Dubai. So and we have multiple offices. We have an office in Spain, and now that's been set up. So we have multiple countries. And then if it's depending on the country and depending on if a person we can also get countries opened up, but it takes some time. It's like people got to have enough. Like we just got Singapore. One of our leaders just got Singapore opened up. We got Turks and Caicos open up. So there's countries that we can get opened up now. And depends on the like. I know Nigeria is not open up right now because the fraud is very high. Some of the African countries are not open. South Africa is open. So we have multiple countries. So yes, you can sign up anybody anywhere in most cases.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. And who invited you?
Just Love.
Okay. Just Love. Just Love has their hand up too.
Yes, I have a question. I don't know if I heard you correctly, but is there a way that you can do a world tour for more than 5 days, 4 nights?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to Paris. So I'm going to Paris and I am there. I'm adding 2 days. So
how do you do that?
All I did was just add 2 days. So I went to my back office. If it's not in the back office, sometimes he'll be smart and he'll pull them out. But if there's not in the back office, I'll just go to that particular hotel and I'll just grab 2 days. And then, so I'm actually in Paris an extra 2 days. Then I'm flying over to Venice. I got my plane ticket for Venice in my back office because when I called Air France, they wanted $631, madame.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. So it's an option in the back office, excuse me, to extend the stay.
They don't extend it for you. You have to extend it so you can go to your retail site and buy the extra day.
Oh, okay, that's probably because I just took the world tour to Miami in July, and I was going for a festival, and it worked out for the time that we was gonna be there for the festival. But for the last day, I was either gonna have to find somewhere else to stay or extend the stay at the hotel. And I'm like, the stay at the hotel is more than I'm spending for 5 days, 4 nights.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
So you gotta kind of be creative.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right.
And so what I do, if I know I'm going to extend my stay, I catch it early, catch it on sale, and I'll find me some extra days. Just like a lot of times, sometimes I upgrade. Like when I go to the hotel, I upgrade to the suite because I'll upgrade because I like space. So
right.
I just pay the difference. Because my whole thing, if it costs one night, listen to this. If it costs the one night, you already know what one night costs, and you just got 5 nights. You just looking at how much money you save versus how much you finna get ready to spend. So if that room was $300 and something for that night, one night, but you save $1,800, you still 15 to the good.
Right. Yep. It was $365 a night, and the world tour was only $399.
Exactly. But you save. So think about it. You saved how much money on that with that world tour? If you had to pay $365 a night times them 6 nights.
Right. Okay. So it's still.
So you look at it like that, and you say. I mean, you look at it like that. It just depends on if it's worth it to you, and a lot of times it's worth it, especially if you're making a residual income and you paying it with your Pay Quicker card.
Right, right. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anytime, but you can always extend the world tours. That was a good question. Okay. Are there any other questions? Any questions? I know y'all got questions. Questions. Going once, going twice.
I did see another a question in the chat posting.
Okay, can you read it? Because I don't.
Yes, ma'am. Marilyn Antoine asks, how does that many people all get to travel for $39?
Jennifer, is she still on here? I mean, I can answer it. Alicia, you want to answer that? Since you part of the family group to travel.
Oh, sure, I will. So as far as that goes, if it's the world tour, I think she probably talking about the one we're going to. Malaga, Spain, we paid $39, and 20 some people in my family have a membership. So whoever wants to go has to have a membership, and 2 people can stay for that price. So like my aunt said, we have 6 rooms so far. So each room costs $39 and 2 people can stay in that room.
So did that answer your question? So you want to have your family members become, or your friends, like me and my friends are going to Paris, France, and then we're leaving and we're going to Italy. Some of them sisters, I got my 2 of my friends, they're sisters. They both have a site, so they share a room. So that means, I mean, they got a ton of points too. I need to help them use theirs. Me and Jennifer need to help them use them. But so they share, right? And so you share in a room. So it's only $39. You just share it, and the next time that person shares. Okay. Questions? Any questions? Questions? Going once, going twice. We got 3 minutes. We got to get on another presentation. If not, we'll be here tonight. Get back with the person that invited you. As Sasha said, there's always 3 people in the room. Can I bring my son with me? Yes. How old is your son? Is your son grown? Sure, you can bring your, if the hotel would be specific as to when, as whether they're children. Now, I think in the world tour part, there's only one hotel that says adults only. Like me and my kids are going to to Playa de Carmen, to the Grand White Sands, and at the end of September. In that package, there's 2 people, it's $300 and some dollars, but a child goes free. So my 3-year-old and my 5-year-old are each in one of the rooms. They don't pay at all. Got it? So yes.
Can I add something?
Uh-huh.
I saw today, me and my aunt were looking. Deary Cheatham is my aunt, so she has a platinum package and I got one, and we trying to travel together. And we saw one today that said it's in Mexico, and it's a family inclusive, and it said 2 children free. Now some of them that I've been looking at have been saying children 0 to 2 were free, but I was really excited to see the 2 children free because I have 2 children, and that worked out fine. If she applied her points and I apply mine.
If I wasn't going, if I had saw that, Jess, if I had saw that, I would have probably took my grandkids there. I stayed in that particular area at the Grand Casa Morales. That is right on the ocean. That family.
Yes, it looks so beautiful.
It's right on the ocean. I was actually in there. They have 24 almost to like 11 to 12 o'clock at night. They take care of the children. They have big puppets and all kinds of stuff. They take them swimming. They do stuff with them 24/7 in that family area. It is very nice. The rooms are very large and it's beautiful. And there's a restaurant right on the other side of it, a buffet restaurant for you to go to. They also have a concierge in that particular area. So I know that one very well. I stayed in that. Okay. All right. Well, don't be afraid. We want to help you and whatever we can do to get you to get started. Again, as Sasha said, there's 3 people in the room. There's a person who said, you had me at 0, right? So get back with the person that invited you and they will get you signed up. And you want to get signed up this week. Yes.
Someone asked me, let me see, 1 second. It says, at what age do you have to pay for children? My granddaughter will be 12 next week.
It, as she said, like just said, some of the resorts, and if you go through the retail site, it just depends. In the retail site, kids could be in your room. In the getaways, kids, because remember, we have multiple different types of platforms. So if you do, like I just did a 2-bedroom to Orlando, my kids could be in there for nothing, right? So it's the world tours in which we're talking about that you may have to pay for a child, and you may not. But the one I'm going on into Mexico, the kid could be up to 12. The one that Jess is talking about in November, kids could be up to 17. Okay.
All right. I think that's all the questions for tonight.
All right. Well, go ahead and get started. You want to get started this week. We are in double bonuses. And so you want to make sure that you get back with the person that invited you. If you got to go talk to your husband, your man, your partner, whoever, go do that. And come on back. If you have not made a decision, come on back tomorrow night. I'm pretty sure if Dr. Phil is not going to be on here, if we're knowing her, she's going to be up. I don't know what the time differences in Greece, her and Regina. But again, come tomorrow night, ask the person for the flyer, the Zoom number. And then we also have Tanya and Marcy on Friday night. So you got Thursday night and Friday night, but you want to go ahead and get started. God bless you. Have a fantastic night. And thank you everybody for joining. Take care. Bye-bye.